Hello, everybody. That's right. I am your bastard, and I am alongside the one and only Commissioner of BCCW, Mr. Commissioner RC Chaos.
No live studio audience for this one, I tell you.
And not with us.
What a rib.
That's fine. That's a shame. Maybe a curly whirly and a fiver.
Yeah, probably
it
do
worked
the job
for somebody else.
Yeah.
But anyway, do not adjust that channel. This is real. HTR and BCCW are now officially in bed together. That's right. We are getting dirty. We are uncensored, and we are definitely unscripted.
Yes, we are.
I like what I did there. I like what I did. I mean, I did it, but I'm still liking it.
That guy on the podcast that you do it with, he'd be dead proud of that.
He would. He would. I mean, you haven't met him yet.
I haven't.
No, you will enjoy
it.
You do. Anyway, so why are we here? Let's go with that. We are here for one main reason, and that is to go BCCW unscripted. And what that means is we are going to be sitting down with everybody within the BCCW universe. So whether they are in-ring talent, sitting behind a desk talking, microphone in the ring, counting 1, 2, 3, or maybe even the occasional fan, photographer, a princess, who knows? At some point,
I can show you the world.
BCCW Unscripted will get them here, and we will ask them the questions.
Yes, we will.
Yes, we will. And what are those questions? This is the simplest path of all, because this is the chance for everybody to let us know, especially yourself, Mr. Commissioner, what they think of BCCW, how they feel it's going, where it's going, what they want to see. What we could improve on, if you will.
If you will, baby.
If you will, baby. So I thought, what better way to start this off than to have episode 1 with just the commissioner himself? Why not ask the questions to the commissioner directly, straight off the bat? Now, you have been on HTR once before, so you have seen the show, I'd hope. So you know we're not the most PG of show.
I do.
But we will try and keep it as PG as possible.
Of course.
Obviously, for obvious reasons. I can't promise anything.
No.
I am, after all, the bastard.
You are. That's you.
But we will try and keep it as PG as possible because of all you fans out there.
Your young'uns.
Young'uns, that's right. That's correct. I think you and Robert get on really well.
They are.
Yeah. But anyway, Clark Kent. Let's kick it straight off. How do you feel BCCW is holding up currently within the British independent wrestling scene?
You know what? That is a great question, to be fair. That is a great question. And, you know, we're lucky enough to be blessed at the minute, aren't we? I feel like after lockdown, it's took a while, but there are now a lot of established newer promotions, as well as the existing ones that were already there pre-lockdown, have survived that WWE network era and have moved on past that after being released. Your likes of Progress, ICW, they're going to be big no matter what. But then people like TNT Extreme Wrestling, Rev Pro, they've stepped up massively as well, and they're more prominent than ever before. And then, you know, there's some great independent wrestling shows that have still been created and exploded to an extent, such as Wrestle Carnival. Huge. I think your mate does commentary there as well, to be fair.
He does, yeah. I've seen him on there.
Okay, and then I'd like to put us in the same category as that, but just on a smaller level at this current moment in time. Okay. I think you know, we're not in a big arena. We're not in a 300+ venue currently, but Allen's Sports Bar in Tipton is home. And we've made it our home since October 2021 and delivered some of the best professional wrestling you'll find for the value that we offer.
Absolutely. I don't think I'll be blowing smoke by saying this, but it really is some of the best wrestling you'll see. I mean, I'm at every show. I've only missed one show since BCCW kicked off back in 2021. And every show has just got better and better and better. And the talent that we're seeing, the show coming up June 9th is beyond stacked.
Yeah.
Beyond stacked. It's going to be amazing. You know, I'm just going to jump straight into that while it's on my mind. As the commissioner, when you're sitting there with a pencil, getting ready to put this together, do you just feel like the master of puppets? Because like you currently have this roster of people. You're like a spoiled kid with all the best toys. You can do so much with.
I have too many toys, if that's where we're going, because the amount of talent that we've had on since making our debut to where we are now has just got better and better and better since the get-go to where we are now, and that puts me in a really difficult position of trying to put the best possible card on for the people that want to attend our shows. But ultimately that means leaving some people out on our roster. You know, last show round we had 3 huge debuts, I believe it was, and you know, Yeston Reese being probably the biggest and best to come out of that show, along with Kid Like Us. And you know, Kid Like Us is on our next show, but Yeston Reese, I'm afraid, is not. However, does that mean that he'll not be on in the future? No, of course. He'll absolutely be back at Black Country Championship Wrestling. He was a pleasure to have backstage. He put on a fantastic match with Driller Dan Maloney, and that's the type of atmosphere that we want backstage, that then comes out in front of our audience because it's positive all round.
Yeah, that's it. It was fantastic. I mean, being part of the show, you see everything, and seeing the way he interacted with everybody. He was brilliant. Not to just single him out. Obviously, everyone there is always great, but yes, and he seemed to make an effort.
But that's a professional wrestler.
That's it. He showed his professionalism of being there. If anything bothered him, he took you. He spoke to you. Like he seemed that kind of person. It was fantastic to see. Yeah. So that was brilliant. So back to the start. Back to the questioning where we was going initially. As the commissioner, obviously you were originally the part of BCCW. You were an in-ring talent.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you've stepped away from that. I say unfortunately because I am a fan of RC Chaos. So many other people, but unfortunately, you stepped away from that. So we all thought, okay, maybe that's it now. We're not going to see him anymore. And then out come the jacket. Here he comes as commissioner. So what kicked that off? Where did the commissioner Chaos? Where did it come in?
And I think you know, when that idea was sort of presented to me, it gave me something different to do that I hadn't done before within my wrestling career, if you want to kind of put it that way. And it was fresh, it was new, and it felt the right time for Black Country Championship Wrestling to have some sort of authority figure other than our ring announcer.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, Tom Priest, who does an amazing job, was kind of being made to be a sort of authority figure in front of the live audience. Yeah. And that was a difficult position to be in. Someone that, you know, hasn't been in a wrestling ring on a wrestling capacity, has the tendency for some of our not so nice wrestlers, shall we say, to intimidate.
Yeah.
And the one thing that you'll get with myself is, because I've been on both sides, or both heads, tails, flip of the coin sort of thing, is I'm not easily intimidated. In fact, I'm very rarely intimidated. So when a big bad man like Wesker or a Yeston Reese or even a Bullet is going to step up and talk to me about certain problems, I'm not going to be pushed over and give in, and I'm going to do what's best for Black Country Championship Wrestling and our audience.
Well, that's it. It is, at the end of the day, it's what's best for business.
Correct.
You know, we'll steal the authorities.
You do that.
Give me. Why not? Yeah. I can. Yeah. Anyway,
I give the best, and the fans keep coming back to see the best.
That's it.
And that's what we're building here.
Well, you're putting on a show for everybody at the end of the day, and everybody keeps coming back, and they do keep coming back. And it's not just the same people. You're not just getting, oh, he's coming back because of him.
Yeah.
He just wants to see him, and they're going to keep repeating.
Yeah.
Or you're not just getting one of the boys bringing in a bunch of family and friends and going, oh, you fill up the seats for me. You're getting new people.
Yeah.
Every show, you're getting different faces every time. I see it all the while with different people. And it's not just people flocking in, sitting at the back, hiding away. It's people getting front row. They want to be part of it.
Yeah.
And it's brilliant to see all new faces constantly. And you can see that growth, and it's absolutely fantastic. And for anyone that's not actually been to the show yet, you know, sort your shit out, because you should. It's amazing, especially if you're into wrestling.
And June 9th is, you know, we've got limited tickets available. You know, we're talking in excess of around 30 seats left. for the show before we're a sellout. And you can get those tickets at bccw2021.com.
There you go. That'll be on there somewhere. There's an editor. He does that stuff. You watch HTR, I'm sure there'll be an image.
What a guy.
What a guy. He is handsome. Oops, my bad. Anyway.
Just the one beep so far.
Just the one beep. That's not bad. That's not bad, especially for HTR.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, going off the one beep, let's go with As a Bastard. As you know, I sit down with Rob Campbell, who's my co-host. My co-host on HTR, and we do a testing Rayman thing. We're not going to do anything like that today. That's not what this is about.
Okay.
But the reason I am a bastard is because I will ask questions that some people might not want to answer, or might not want to give the honest answer to, or whatever else. But this is unscripted. This is uncensored. This is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
So let's start this off with a simple one. As it stands at the moment, who's your standout within BCCW?
That you know, and I'm going to answer it. I am going to answer it, but it's a really difficult question because there is a lot of standouts within Black Country Championship Wrestling, and I could go really obvious and say, well, look who's in New Japan Pro Wrestling at the minute. We got Driller Dan Maloney, and he's in our main event on June 9th against former NXT UK star, like Dan Maloney was, Joseph Connors. I could easily do that. However, the man that is the standout, the flag bearer of Black Country Championship Wrestling as the FCW Black Country Champion is, of course, the unpredictable CJ Rawlings. This is a man that, you know, has gone from being on the ground mentally, physically, and picking his ass up and going to work, and eventually being able to sit here as an FCW Black Country Champion. And from where he was to where he is now, he's incredible. And, you know, as a personal friend, I'm hyped for him. Yeah. And the stars is his limit.
He's absolutely amazing.
Or is it?
He's absolutely amazing.
Incredible.
Obviously, you mentioned Wrestle Carnival. He was there recently, and things are happening. Yeah. I'm not sure when this is going out, so let's just chill a second. But it's amazing. We've seen watching his growth, especially in BCCWs. Like it's unbelievable for us. Absolutely unbelievable. So to flip to that coin, obviously, if I'm asking who's your standout right now, you've got a lot of people that are being, how do you put this, PG, bit of an arse. I mean, you've got Jack Ball coming in and just thinking that it's okay to just do what he wants, when he wants, to whoever he wants, but seems to be targeting Luke Douglas quite a bit. TJ Sky has been there. There's been a part of all the shows, I do believe, and he's a standout wrestler. He really is a quality in-ring talent, but the guy seems to just want to pick at everybody, and especially at the moment, he's picking a lot at a Luna Blue.
Yeah.
So, you know, with everything going, Sly Tactician, I don't want to keep naming people, but like Kean Fox, Sly Tactician, massive dude who just wants to kick people in the balls. He doesn't need to, but he does it, and it's actually quite amusing. I'll be honest, it's actually quite amusing. But you know, so within that vein, like at the moment, who's somebody that you're thinking, well, you know, you need to rein your shit in, and we need to lock you down, as it were.
You know what? Sitting at the commentary desk and watching some of these things that you mentioned unfold is really frustrating for me, because you will ultimately want to get involved and put a stop to what they're doing. However, does it make for an entertaining segment? You know, and the answer is yes, it does. However, there's always consequences to an action. So when you talk about Jack Ball specifically, his consequence is what he's facing on June 9th at Hard Times, and that's Luke Douglas in a no-holds-barred match. And those things are going to happen if people are going to try and, you know, take shortcuts or whatever it might be. I'm not going to stand for it as the commissioner, and there will be consequences. Now, it's a fair fight. The two men are going to go one-on-one with one another, but I know a lot of that crowd in Tipton are going to be rooting for Luke Douglas that night. In terms of the other people that you've mentioned, TJ Sky specifically, stop the whining, stop the bitching, stop the moaning, point at your nether regions as much as you want, bottom line, right now, again, can you get the job done in one-on-one action? You've got what you've asked for. Prove that you can get a victory over Shane Hooker.
It's going to be a great match, though, by the way. Just jump on that. I think that's definitely could be one of those sleeper matches to come in and surprise everybody. It's going to be brilliant.
And Cian Kelly, of course, has got an opportunity for the FCW Black Country Championship in a fatal four-way match, and that's his first opportunity at championship gold within Black Country Championship Wrestling after, you know, main event success and also disappointment. He hasn't been able to get the job done when it's mattered against Driller Dan Maloney on two separate occasions. But he's in the mix, and he's still very, very dangerous, as is Lee Hunter and James Mason, two CJ Rawlings championship reign.
Oh, absolutely. And that's not to overlook Lee, obviously, by any means, because he is a Tipton boy. He's the Canal King, but he's an ass. And we love him. We absolutely love. I love him. I love him. Like for me, other than CJ, Lee's the guy for me. He's my standout. I absolutely love the guy. Will never boo him because I love him, and it's just never going to change. Be an asshole. Continue to be an asshole. So,
enjoy yourself.
Yeah, enjoy it. Let it swing. The works. It's great. We're going to wrap this up though, because this ain't no big long HTR gimmick. One last thing. Just for the people, anything you want to say to them for the support or the hatred, whatever, good or bad, to the people, to the fans, to the world, the BCCW universe.
Fantastic, ladies. I love that. I love everything about it. Look, it's been a great journey so far, and I'm really grateful to have each and every single one of you along on the ride with us. Keep supporting us, keep supporting your favourite wrestlers, keep booing the people that you hate the most, and ultimately keep following us, keep sharing us, keep coming to the events, and we'll keep putting on the best possible show that we can. Thank you for all your support so far, and I'll never say never to getting back in the ring.
Well, there you go, people. You heard him. Don't push your luck. You can still drop an RKO. They always come from out of nowhere. Just so you people know as well, the next episode, we will be having the one and only, the sparkly sensation, Aluna Baloo, will be our first guest on BCCW Unscripted. So make sure you check that out. It'll be dropping a few days after this one, because we're going to bang these out now. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you follow us on all the gimmicks. Make sure you follow BCCW on everything. Make sure you check out HTR on all the gimmicks. Follow us, like us, share, comment. Tell your friends. Tell the barber. Tell the guy in the pub. Tell the man down the street if you want to. Even the bald guy down sits on the corner. I don't care. Tell everybody. Get online. Get to it. And get to Tipton. I have been your bastard. He is Commissioner Chaos. This is BCCW Unscripted. Till next time.